This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Visit progressive.com to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary, not available in all states or situations.
Make sure you bow when you're entering. Oos. Welcome to another episode of Anxious Black Belt, podcast focusing on karate, mental health, and everything in between. Today we're going to be talking about etiquette and a behavior in a dojo. If you would like to support the show, the best way to do it is to listen to another episode or watch another clip. If you would like to support Karate for Mental Health CIC, that provides a classes to people with mental health issues, disabilities, free of charge, best way to do it is to grab one of those lovely t-shirts. Link up the top. So many new dojos, many modern dojos dropped off the etiquette to certain degree. By etiquette, I mean a Japanese style etiquette. In the European gyms, you've got each own etiquette, shaking hands, saying hello, good morning, goodbye. Yes, I understand. Yes, I will do that. This is a part of etiquette as well. It's a set of behaviors within a sports club, dojo, or a group. In karate, in old-fashioned karate, usually is a stricter ceremony and set behaviors. When I started training, we all had to bow upon entry with a loud us. I know that us is a sensitive topic within martial arts. Some people hate it, some people love it. For us, it always was sign of respect. I know that in Japan, different groups scoff at it because it's associated with a thugs and yakuza and so on. For us, it's a sign of respect, so we stick using to it because that's how I was brought up. That was my dojo, so that's what I'm accustomed to. Obviously, when I'm going to somebody else's dojos, I'm not always oosing. If they don't do oos, they say hi or something like that. Then I adjust because this is a part of the etiquette, right? Wherever you go, to which dojo you go, you get their etiquette and you behave the way that is expected of you there. So it is nice to educate yourself before going to somebody's dojo what their preferences are. But bowing into the hall, it's a sign of respect towards the dojo, the building, the people in there, and towards the training. So I keep that part. We're coming in. I encourage my students to go in and bow and say "us" upon entry. I think it's nice. It sets you up for a training. It sets you up as being in a place dedicated to hard work, and you kind of agreeing to the terms and conditions of that group. Stepping in, you saying, "Yes, I am present here. I'm focused on training. I will do my best." Some dojos now using a Japanese terminology, some don't. I'm somewhere in between. When I was younger, I've been obsessed about all the terminology, Japanese names, variations, each technique, I knew the name for it. Nowadays, I'm dropping that off. We are not Japanese. We are not required to do that. And even in Japan, they are not strict with this. And the best example is that one of my friends, Akemi Lucas Sensei, the calligraphy master, told me once after seminar, it is so nice that you are keeping those old traditions because nobody in Japan is doing that anymore. So in a way, Europeans and Americans are, and all over the world, are more Japanese than Japanese with a traditional approach. Modern Japanese are much more relaxed about it. But some things I'm using so my students know the Japanese terminology just in case they go to other dojo seminar or something, and some of the useful Japanese terminology so they can know at least what's going on. But we're interchanging using like moashigeri, roundhouse kick. Um, that works for us fine, and that's part of the culture within the dojo. Obviously, some people as well kept the ceremony of starting and ending, some having it more in depth, some having very shallow, some just saying, let's go and start on American style. You know, you've got the hands together, let's go, doing stuff. All fine stuff. It's all to bring the community together to create the group of people with one common goal. We kept the more traditional for us, so it is we're going to say that, so sitting down meditation, where you try to relax, um, set yourself up for the training, forget the stuff that was going on before the session, and we're going to be focusing. Your maximum focus is on a training. We pay respects to the hall because we don't have to train outside when it's raining, when it's cold. So we are blessed with a place of belonging and training. So we dry, we've got mats, so it's fairly safe. We pay respects to the teachers. So myself, if I am teaching, and the teachers before me, because the knowledge been passed and it's been passed to the students, and then paying respects to the students because without students there is no dojo. And I think that a lot of instructors forget about this part. They're obsessed with a ego and how important the teacher in the dojo is, but forgetting that for dojo to exist, there needs to be students. I kept the ceremony for a specific reason. I think it is a bringing community together. There's something really nice and bonding doing a meditation and spending time quietly in surrounding of other people and focusing on that one common goal. It gives you a purpose. We've got that meditation, so we're trying to encourage letting go of a problems, mistakes, whatever, so you can clear your mind, focus on it, catch a breath, have a little second for yourself. We're not doing awfully long meditation, but it's up to a minute that you can clear your mind, focus on the task, and that later translates to a life. People can go before a meeting, before a job interview, before a school exam. They can sit down for a minute, some are quiet, and just close their eyes, breathe, set themselves up for the task ahead of them so they can put 100% of the effort and not looking for excuses and so on. During the training, obviously, we've got the one rule, very strict rule. I took that from a Bunkai Bastards, and it's just don't be a dick, right? We are all different. We've got different upbringings. We've got different political views. We've got different religious beliefs. All that stays outside of the dojo. We are here to do a training. We are here to respect each other and don't step on somebody's toes because you might get punched in the face. So we're trying to get along, one purpose, training the martial arts, and not being a dick is very positive behavior. And during the sparring and stuff like that, we're taking it easy. Our agreement is that we don't bring in ego, so we can work safely, respect your partner, uh, communicate with your partner so they know what to expect from you and what your injuries, for example, are, what you are not happy with. We've got people in our dojo coming from very different backgrounds. Most of them are trained in some form of martial art, either judo, aikido, karate. They are on a black belt level, so they've got some awareness of what's involved with the martial arts training, but they might not be comfortable with being thrown or with being low kick to her or groundwork. So there's built-in our allowance for I don't want to do that yet. It's too much for me. Then the people can have a training being adjusted to them and slowly bringing those elements in, and that they become comfortable with it and they can build up their training and can grow with everybody else, but they are not forced to it. So I understand that some teachers will push people, which there is place for it. Like, you're gonna do 20 push-ups, but if I push you, you're gonna do 25. There is a place for a training where you're overcoming your obstacles building in your brain. But overall, we're trying to get people pushed within their comfort zone. And on a rare occasion, we're going to push them outside of their comfort zone just to show them that they can do more than they think they can. But, it have to be within the safety margins and not getting injuries and stuff like that. Obviously, we've got a ending ceremony as well, so it's pretty much in the reverse. So you do meditation, you relax from the stress of training, catch the breath. After cool down, you getting that rhythm back to you. You settle the thoughts. You've got the time to think how the training went, what went well, what you need to improve on. Then we're doing in reverse the um, dojo, nirei, sensei nirei, senpai nirei. We adopted something which I really like. We always had to a certain degree that the sensei was um, bowing and bow to everybody in the class. We added a handshake to similar fashion as BJJ do. It is nice that you get that personal attention going in and shake hands and say thank you, good training to each of the individuals, and then the group goes follows and everybody shake hands. It builds connection with people, and you're not becoming in a dojo an individual or small groups. You are all as a one group, which I really enjoy. uh, Before that, I just forgot to say, we always give the feedback. So, we're sitting in Seiza, we finish bowing, and I go through each student telling them what they done in this session positively. So they finishing the training on a positive note with the affirmation of what they done, and they should be praised for. Um, then we've got something we adapted, again, stolen from Ken Knight. It's the self-reflection part. We do that on the beginning, on the end. So when the students coming in, they've got their notebooks, karate for mental health, karate journal, they filling that up, what their plan for the session is, what they want to work for themselves. It's not only what I tell them to work, but they have to have some sort of plan for themselves, what they're going to be working, focusing today. We do sparring on every session, so they can put like, I'm going to be working today with on my left oitsuki or a jab, or I'm going to work on not being taken down. So this is their responsibility of building their own personal style of fighting. Um, and then on the end of the session, they've got the 5 minutes to go in and write down in that notebook what went well, what they need to work for. There's a little gouge for a mood tracking, so you can see how the training impacting you. Hopefully it's positively. And they always finish on a positive note to write down what went well, which sets them up positively about the training. If you would like to try our Karate for Mental Health journals, link above, click it. It's a wonderful book. It's 365 pages. So you've got one book for whole year, and that you can work on different sections and plan your short goals, medium goals, and long goals, and so on. So I love it, and I use it every day for planning my sessions and my own evolving training in the BJJ and other areas of my training. The other one, overlooked stuff, I see a lot people forgetting about a kind of personal taking care, like cutting the nails, washing the gi, washing the belt. I know, controversial stuff. I can guarantee you your knowledge will not fade if you wash your belt. Um, you know, Getting the shower after work before you come to a class, and things like that. I see that it sometimes have to be reminded to students, because life is busy, people running, have different jobs, coming straight from their job to the dojo, changing and going in. We do have a shower, so everybody is welcome to use the shower before and after if they need to, but kind of taking care. Nobody wants to train with somebody who's got a smelly gi, especially if you're on the floor. Plus, it is not very hygienic, and staph infections and stuff like that are a real problem. Therefore, we always spray our mats after the session with the antibacterial stuff, so everything is clear. But again, different dojos will have different etiquettes and different behaviors. So if you go to the different dojo, best way to do it is to check with them what they will want you to do. Some dojo might require, if you're coming for this session, to come with a white belt. For us, you bring your own belt. You can train with us whatever level you are. I'm not stripping belts from people. Although, if people joining our dojo and they ask me to do our stuff, then we assess them, and usually they're taking their black belts and starting from about green belt. To catch up just for the differences is not that I'm taking that belt away. They are always the first dan from their system. It's just a little bit different, so they need to catch up to what we do and our standards, and then they can progress much faster than beginners who have to learn everything in the beginning, and they just have to build on their system, our stuff and our solutions to fulfill our requirements within the syllabus. I think that's the mostly etiquette covered. The main thing is just don't be a dick and everything will be okay. Again, training together with people brings people together, creates family, creates support. Having the structure helps people to feel safe and secure. From a mental health point of view, if you've got a structure, predictability, and consistency, it helps people being comfortable. They can overcome their problems, their restrictions, with right support, with non-judgmental environment and group. That process go very, very quicker. If you're interested in mental health, we created a action plan that you can check if your dojo is geared to deal with a situation where somebody's got on the spectrum of a ill mental health or lower self-esteem and mood like that. So if you would like one, grab it's just above on the pop-up card, and from there you can explore our course toolkit for mental health in a karate, and you can learn many things about how to help your students, how to help yourself, how to spot stuff, where to get in touch, what you can what you can incorporate in your training to help your students to feel better, to feel welcomed, and improve your inclusion.
This podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.